Last time I spoke on the FX30, I said that few issues aside, it was one of the best cameras at that price point, but also it lacked the key features to justify the word cinema engraved on its body. With the announcement of yet another update for this and the FX3, did this camera come full circle and finally become the cinema camera it was marketed as? No bullshit, it got me excited. What it is, good people. Yeah, I know I'm late to the party. There's like 50 million videos on this update for the FX3 and the FX30, but I had to put my 2 cents in because I did a 1 year later with the FX30, and I've been getting an influx of comments on that video about how one of the things I didn't like about it, which was the fact that it lacked shutter angle, is now being rectified in this new firmware update. So I had to come on camera and talk about this because ultimately now it takes this camera from being, hey man, it's great, but it's missing a few things, to being damn near perfect. So let's talk about it a little bit. Sony released this on their site sometime in January, which is crazy because this update does not come out until September.
How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it?
You heard me correctly, September. We got a long wait ahead of us. But in this update, you're getting the addition of shutter angle. Users will be able to choose from both shutter angle and shutter speed, which they should in a cinema camera. The ability to clip flags to mark shots, and SRT, RTMP, RTMP-S support for live streaming via the Creators app. So yeah, it's quite a few features, man. I'm glad that, or happy that, the FX3 and the FX30 continues to get support, unlike the A7S III and a bunch of other cameras that Sony just left to die. But these cameras, their cinema line, because there's also an update for the FX6, are being heavily supported, and I'm very happy about that. It makes you happy about your investment if you've invested in their ecosystem. So for me, I have an FX30, A6700, and an FX6. I'm hyped. I can't help it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm happy as shit. So yeah, shutter angle is just one step closer to this camera being a cinema camera, a real cinema camera, an actual cinema camera. Now I know the FX3 has been used on films now, you know, with the Creator. You know, we did a video about that a while back. You know, you can see that right up there somewhere. And you're gonna see it on more productions. You're gonna see the FX6 on more productions, the FX9, you got the Sony Burano that just dropped, and the Venice is a beast, the Venice 2. Sony's doing a real good job. Now, you know, Canon's still putting out great cameras. Red, we don't even talk about Red. And I don't think nobody's gonna put their Ari away to film with a Sony. So that's just being realistic about it. So many choices, like, how do you know when and where to be? So many choices. Listen, when it comes to this update and how I use it in my workflow, when you just out and about running and gunning, you don't really have time to change your shutter speed in the midst of trying to get a shot at 24 frames and a shot at 60. I don't really shoot at 120 like that, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm more concerned with the 60 frames because I don't like just filming in 60 frames all the time. It's juddery, shit looks weird. I don't really like it. This is nice scenery here, so I gotta get some of the scenery. It's juddery, it's weird. I just don't like it, man. I'm not really fond of shooting everything at 60 frames. Like, that shit sucks, man. So what I really wanna do is be able to switch between frame rates on the fly without having to worry about motion blur. And that's what it really does. And that's everybody that's excited about this update, that's intrigued that Sony keeps updating these cameras. So in my workflow, it'd be extremely helpful because I do a lot of running and gunning. I'm out and about with a camera. I want my slow motion. I want my slow motion. But sometimes you mess up, you know, you blow it and forget to change the shutter speed. So I can't wait till September. Can't get here fast enough, you feel what I'm saying? I don't expect RAW or anything like that in any update if they continue to update these cameras because, I mean, come on, man, like, you do have cameras in this price point that shoot RAW. You know, the Blackmagic Pocket shoots Blackmagic RAW, but I don't see that coming. If anything I wanted to see in an update from Sony moving forward in the future is RAW capabilities, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think you're gonna get any RAW capabilities in these cameras. I think they're gonna save that for the higher end cameras like the Burano, the Venice, and maybe some iteration of the FX6 or FX9. But as far as the FX3 and the FX30 go, I don't see that happening. It would be cool. Open gate would also be cool. We can sit here and list a bunch of shit that would be cool to put in these cameras, just that they probably won't happen. You know, we're actually lucky to get shutter angle, man. We are blessed to get shutter angle. I don't know if you see that plane. That looks awesome. It's a nice day out here, man. It's cold, especially sitting by the water. I don't usually do shit like this, but I got this Osmo Pocket 3, so I think I'm gonna come outside and shoot some more videos outdoors in a bunch of places, because this camera is awesome. You just take it out and go. So with that being said, the Sony FX30, it's closer, man. It's there, cinema camera, very cinema-like. Shutter angle. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, I think it's okay to call it a cinema camera now. It's okay to call it a cinema camera without any backlash or bullshit to come along with it. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Freshly shaved bald head, cold as a mother right now. I should just put my hood on, but I just like the look. Do anything for the shot, right? With that being said, man, all the good stuff, like and share and subscribe and everything. If you like this, I'll catch you on another one. Y'all take it easy. Love you more. It would be cool if I could sit this down. I'm holding this fucking camera right now. It would be dope if I sat it down and did this and then I could just like walk away, how they, YouTubers walk away, but nah, we're not gonna do that. So I'm out of here, peace.